Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the video. My name is John, if you didn't know by now, and this is the first video I'm doing in a long while. Been doing streams, well not first video, I've been doing a few videos here and there, but actual video with like production stuff happening in a long while. I'm doing streams all the time. So I've been doing a load of stuff for some upcoming film shoots I'm working on, and I've been doing that all day today, all the paperwork and all the boring side of the filmmaking stuff. But I was thinking, what'll I do for a video today given the fact that I haven't got all that much time today to get one done. So what we're doing today is I'm going to do a little bit of an example thing today for what I want to do in the future with these videos, and that is multi-camera stuff. So a lot of what I want to do is not necessarily gaming stuff, because I don't, think it's too oversaturated, too much stuff going on, too many people doing that. It's not original in any way. And by now, you've probably noticed, I probably cut one or two of them. I have 3 cameras at the moment on me. And what I like doing is like doing different things with different cameras because it adds visual interest. So I want to do things. If you guys know Rooster Teeth is a big kind of inspiration of mine because I love what they do with multi-camera stuff, and they do fairly standard stuff a lot of the time. Like they do podcasts and they do all these different shows with different cameras, but they have really good production quality and it's really, really good. And I not so much want to replicate that, like copy it. I want to just make my own content with that style because I like multi-camera stuff. I like actual professional looking great stuff. So I'm going to run down the cameras that I have and the kind of stuff that I have and give you an actual kind of tour of the area I have out here in the little studio, and let you know what's coming, what's already gone, what I have plans for, and that kind of stuff. So to my right we have the DJI Osmo, which is my I really like using this for concerts. I record a lot of concerts, and they have the big orchestras and the big choir and everything, and I can't get it all at once. And if you want to have different angles and different groups of the choir, different groups of the orchestra, different times. So I love sticking this guy at the right front of the church, or it's most churches, it's mostly classical music, but the church or the concert venue up at the top, and I can control it from my phone. It's a really cool piece of kit that it is, and it's I can take it out vlogging if I wanted to, and I can hold it in my hand and it'll keep it stabilized and keep it steady when I'm walking, and it's great. It shoots in 4K. The one you're looking at me now on is the Panasonic UX180, which I bought earlier this year, back in April or May, and that is my go-to all-in-one camera. It has its own built-in mic that's really good, Dolby certified mic. It shoots in 4K up to 60 FPS. It's real nice. Yeah, I might do, if you guys want to see it, I might do actual videos on all these cameras individually. I know it's cameras. If you're not even interested in cameras at the moment, it's not just going to be cameras I'll be looking at. It'll be other things as well. But at the moment, it is the cameras because they're what's filming me. They're what's actually showing me to you, which is nice. So we have that. It's on my Canova K2 slider, which I'll put in some B-roll as well of the shots I'm talking about and the cameras I'm talking about, so you can see what's happening. But yeah, it's all on that. And the tripod I have it on is real dodgy. It's like a €70 tripod I bought in a camera shop. It's not actually good enough for the camera. The newest acquisition is over here to my left side, which is my Blackmagic Studio Camera 4K, which I'm really enjoying so far. It was a bit, I have to be honest, it was a bit temperamental with getting to work, because it just, I don't know, it was just shaking the dust off a bit. Like initially, I'll go through it in a different video in more depth, but I have an adapter for a lens so I can put my Canon lenses on it, and it wasn't working. It doesn't record internally, so I can't put a card in it and have it record the card. I have to output it to a separate device that records it then, and that wasn't working either. And when I got it working, the cable was being a bit funny, and it was losing connection, and it was being really hit and miss. That works fine. I don't know why, it just decides to be a bit finicky and a bit weird, but then it decides, I'm okay now, I'm working fine now. But this is the arsenal that I have at the moment. I have all my audio gear over there, so all my 4 or 5 mics over there. And I'd love to do, I have so many plans for stuff to do, and it's just trying to get people that I know who will work on it and make it, I'm trying to build a group of people who I know will work on it and will work well in it. Because the thing I always see with Rooster Teeth is that, I quote them because they're the style that I like. There aren't very many channels on YouTube that do really high quality broadcast stuff like they do, because they are a big company now. But I always love that everyone there brings something new to the production they're doing. Everyone there adds some kind of humor or some kind of something to it, and they have people who are really enthusiastic about what they're doing. And for me, I'm trying to find people who I know, who I can bring in to, because I can't, be in front of camera and behind camera, and I can't be behind 4 different cameras at once and in front of camera doing different things. So it's about me trying to find people who will work with the content I want to make. So it's about trying to find people who I can get and bring in, who will all bring something. Because it's always difficult for people to, especially if you're doing like board games. I love doing board games, and I'd love to do some series on board games. And it's especially when people don't like losing, and it's about finding people who can realize, oh, I'm in a video, I can't throw a huff now. I can't like just go at this person and be really aggressive and down because I lost the game. I have to be funny. I can still do that, but I can do it in a funny way, do you know? It's about people who know how to work with the content they're making. And I've defined people like that. I know some people, and I know some people who are very good, but sometimes I wouldn't fit that category. So I'm trying to find all that, and I'd love to make this kind of content. This is what I love doing, and it's not so much the live streams of games. I like doing that as well, but you know, it's not what I want to do. If I had a choice of, if I could pick of anyone in the world to bring into videos and you know do anything, I wouldn't do that content. I wouldn't do gaming content, game streams. I would do highly edited game play with different people, or I do live action videos with multiple cameras and different cuts and different angles and different, you know, the audio, everything. So all that is what I want to do. It's how I get to do it is the thing, because I need to get to people and get the equipment so far. So I'm building it up. I'm building up the equipment slowly. I'm getting it all together as we speak. There's more plans. And I think it's also stuff that I use for professional gigs too. So it's not really just, I'm just buying it for the YouTube channel. And if that fails, then I'm screwed. But no, it's that I want to use it for the same purposes in videos and get some stuff that you're all interested in. Now the thing is though, it'll be tough because that's kind of niche, you know, that kind of stuff. It'll be hard to find stuff people enjoy, but I have to figure it out. And I'm hoping that if people actually enjoy it enough, they will spread it to their friends. Because I know with gaming content, it's kind of hard because people are kind of like, yeah, I saw this game played 17 other times by different people that I like more than you, or that are just more popular than you. Like I saw this game played by Markiplier last year, or this game played by Jacksepticeye 2 months ago, or this one's being played by PewDiePie right now. And it's always a competition with those people. And I'm hoping if I take myself out of that category, I might somewhat avoid that. And still have the same people who are equally enthusiastic. Because I also want to do like news content, like, you know, game updates, you know, people like SpaceX, things that you don't see in mainstream news. Like you don't really see, oh, SpaceX launched this rocket to the moon the other day, or this rocket to the space station the other day. That's not in mainstream news because it's not like politics or whatever. So I'd love to do like, you know, opinion podcasts and kind of talk shows and that kind of stuff. It's all stuff I want to do. It's about trying to get people to do it, as I said before. It's also about trying to make the most of the space that I have. I don't have a huge space out here, being honest. It's not huge, but I'm trying to make the most out of the space that I have. So with that said, I may as well give you a quick little tour of the studio that I have out here and let you guys see what it is like at the moment. I know I showed this a while back on a stream at the end of a Watch Dogs stream, but that was ages and ages and ages ago, so half people probably didn't even see it. So with that, let's cut to a quick little walk around. Right guys, so we're standing up and I'm holding you, okay? Don't worry, I have a firm grip. So let's take a little quick walk around the studio, shall we? It's not, like I said, not that huge. It's just the space that I have. It's fine for what I need it for the moment, but I'd like to have more space, but I don't get paid for YouTube, so I don't have any money to pay for that more space. So this is free, this is what I have, and it works. So let's have a quick little walk around. Right guys, so this is literally where I was just sitting a minute ago. These are my big softbox lights. Yeah, I mean, they're fine for the job. They light me, they do great. They work for my green screen, which is helpful as well. Ideally, I need to get LED light panels. These are actually big fluorescent bulbs in there. And they get really hot, and also they're just, you can't dim them. It's just one, it's either on or off. It's either full blast or no blast. And it's also really white light. I'd like to get with some more tungsten light. But lights are bloody expensive, I'll tell you what. Like, you can talk me like more than $1,000 for one light panel. Yeah, little field recorder here. That's what I'm recording my audio on right now. You can see the little audio levels there because I just am. It's easier. That mixer right there won't do the job for this mic I'm using now. Then we have my HTC Vive right there on the stand. I decided I'd buy a stand for it because it looks nicer. It looks a bit neater, keeps the cables all nice and tidy, but also it just is a bit safer for it. It won't get damaged. It won't be pushed around and possibly knocked because it's not the most stable thing in the world without a stand. Next thing, the mixer that I use for actually doing proper audio recording, which I do sometimes, you know, from time to time. This mic is the one I use for streams most of the time. This one here. If I can get it around, there you go. This is a Rode NTG3, which is a location sound mic, a shotgun mic. It's total overkill for YouTube, but I use it for other things as well, so it's okay. I can justify it. This is the camera here with the dodgy tripod. It's my Panasonic camera. This is my UX180, which is a lovely camera. Bought it last May or April. This May or April, this one just passed. I recently went through and I did up all my wires. They're all nice and neat now, except for that wire here. This one, it's DVI. It's not long enough to go right under the table, so I have to just leave it there hanging until I get a longer wire. That's fine though. Every other wire is nicely tucked away, so you can't even see it anymore. Now, this camera over here is the new one, which I'll do a little video on in the future. This is my Blackmagic Studio Camera 4K. That's the other shot you were seeing from the side. Lovely, lovely camera. It's a really affordable studio camera and has some really, I'll talk later on in the video I do on it specifically. I'll talk about some of the features it has. It has some very good features for being part of a bigger studio with, like, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these cameras. Is really good. Also uses professional SDI cables, not HDMI, which is a bit better because they can go further, and also they're not quite, they're a bit safer because they lock, so you can't like trip over a wire and pull it out by accident. You have to actually twist it to unlock it, then pull it out. This box here is what's recording it, because it doesn't record internally, like I said in the video beforehand. So this has to be outputted through SDI to this box here. This card is what records it. And also, great feature that both of these cameras have, that one over there, the Panasonic, and this one here. They can be plugged directly into the wall, which means, you know, unlimited power, unless the actual mains dies, but, you know, potentially unlimited power. Not, you know, waiting for batteries to charge and, you know, oh no, a battery died, now we're screwed. This whole space is great for VR stuff whenever I do that. And all my wires can run up over the, you can see one of them up there for the lighthouse. That's kind of it. Yeah, we have, like I said, a lot of content I want to do has multiple cameras. I'm trying to make the best use of this space I have. It's really only about 3 by 1.5 meters. Really, that's all about it is. And if I can try and use it to the best of its ability. Oh, I also have to sound foam this back wall. This back wall will be, and probably the side one here as well, actually, now I think of it. We'll probably have sound foam put on them to try and, you know, it's very echoey in here at the moment. Try and get rid of that echo will be very handy. So we're going to try and sound foam, well, not try. I'm going to sound foam that wall so it's not quite so reverberant in here all the time. It's a bit, you know, more studio-like, because I do actual good sound recording, so it's not just me at a computer streaming or recording. Okay, so that's it. It's a good thing I have 3 cameras out here, because one of them just died. My Ultimate just died. So back to these two. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. I don't know, it mightn't be for everyone, but I wanted to do kind of an introductory video before we get into everything else, to kind of show you what's out here and what I have and what I have planned and what I want to do. All that stuff, just get it out there so everyone knows why did I say that so weird? Everyone knows where I want to go with the channel, because it's not quite clear at the moment, I don't think. It's been a bit muddled. I've been trying this and trying that and failing that and then switching that out and everything. It's been a bit of a mess. But yeah, this is kind of what I want to do with the channel. If I get people the chance to do it, I hope I will. I'll keep pushing to do it. And if you have any questions about anything I have out here gear-wise, or even just setup-wise, if you want to ask how I stream anything, if you want to ask how I have my computer set up, how I want to do whatever it is, let me know and I'll see what I can do to answer your question. And I will see you back on Saturday when I'll be back with Sleeping Dogs. Hopefully I'll finish that and get it out of the way. I don't know what I'll do after Sleeping Dogs. Assuming I finish it on Saturday, we'll have to figure out a game for Sunday, but that's like 5 days from now, so it's fine. It's not even in my mind. So we'll figure that out. I'll talk on Discord between now and then about what we should do and what people want to see. So weigh in there and leave your comments down below for games as well. Ask any questions you have, and I'll see you on Saturday. Cheerio.